Hi there. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Labor Market Impact Assessment, LMIA. It's not that exciting, but I'll try to give you the information that you need because if you're even considering hiring a foreign national or foreign caregiver or a caregiver that's currently in Canada under the caregiver program, you're going to need to know what this is. So the LMIA is an application that is submitted to Service Canada to prove that there isn't a Canadian available to fill this position. And that's really important because we want to make sure that we give Canadians a chance for the job first, of course. The LMIA is quite an extensive document. It really is about 50 pages when you're complete. And there are several steps involved. You need a lot of supporting documents. You need to advertise your position for a month prior to submitting this application. And again, this is to prove that there are no Canadians available to do your job. There's so many things I can tell you with your business number, proof of children that they're going to be taken care of, proof of income that need to accompany this application. But the critical part is that the information that you put into this document must be accurate and consistent with everything, including all of the information that is in your advertisements. There are several steps that you have to consider that require research. One of them is the wages, the hours, and the number of breaks that you're permitted to give that caregiver according to labor standards for that province. And that varies according to regions, so it can be very tricky at times. The other thing that I'd like you to remember is that you need to interview every single applicant that applies for your job. And you need to be honest and really give that person a chance for that job. And if they don't qualify, the reason for not qualifying for that position is it has to be acceptable to Service Canada. So now we've got about 4 to 5 months invested in this entire process, waiting for a Service Canada officer to call you, to interview you. All of the information that you provide in that interview must be consistent and accurate according to the information that you put into your application form. If I've totally turned you off to this process, I hope that I can turn you around and say that there is a way to do this with success, and that is by giving someone else the responsibility. And that person should be a licensed ICCRC registered immigration consultant who has experience doing the new LMIA applications and has successes under their belt with references. I want you to be very aware, very wary of what we call ghost consultants. These are agents who say, I'll do the application for you, but you have to sign it. Anyone who refuses to act as your third party but completes the application for you is probably doing so illegally and may not have the experience or the depth of knowledge that they need to obtain a positive LMIA for you. This process is only part of the whole equation. Remember, your caregiver has to qualify for a work permit. And in doing so, she has to meet certain criteria for education, experience. She has to have clearances in terms of medical and police in her home country. And all of these things will determine whether or not she can obtain a work permit to work in Canada. So it's a big investment of time applying for a labor market impact assessment without knowing whether or not that caregiver can come to Canada. So make sure you do a very thorough job of screening your potential caregiver before you start this process. There is a way to use this program successfully, and I wish you the best of luck, and thanks for listening today.